Okay, welcome to lesson 32. We've already mentioned something about tuples, but now let's have some details about tuples. So as you know, a tuple is a collection which is ordered because we have indexes and unchangeable. So there is no way to modify or update a tuple. Or you can say immutable. So first, how to have an empty tuple? It's easy, you can use tuple method, the name of the variable, which is x here, x equals tuple and parentheses. So here you have an empty tuple. It's about a tuple with some elements y equals 5, 10, 15. Now we have a tuple with 3 elements. So how to access an element from a tuple? How to access an element in a tuple? So you need the name of the tuple and the index of the corresponding element. Index of the element. So here we want to get, let's say 10, the name of the tuple, square brackets. So be careful. We don't use parentheses, square brackets, and index of 10, which is 1 here. And the statement returns 10. So let me write down the indexes here. 0, 1, 2. And remember, there is no way to modify or update the element in a tuple. So for example, we can say y square brackets 1 equals 200. So there is no way. So what about the length of a tuple? How to get the length of a tuple? We can use len function. So len and the name of the tuple, let's say y. So here we have 3 elements, 3 items. So we've got 3, the length of the tuple. So let's have 2 notes. A tuple can have duplicates. I remember I mentioned duplicates for lists because this is important. We have a data structure called set, which cannot have duplicates. So this is important to know. A tuple or a list can have duplicates. For instance, you can have t equals 1, 0, 0, 5. So here we have 2 zeros. We have duplicates. No problem, this is totally fine. Now another note, a tuple can have items with different data types. So we don't have any restriction. Now let's say we have a tuple t, we have n, we have 10, we have true, we have 5.5. So as you can see, we have 4 different data types. No problem, it's totally fine. Now something else. So here many people make mistake about this that I'm going to mention. A tuple with one element. So perhaps you say it's so easy. You simply write t equals and one element inside parentheses. So this is your thought. T equals 5, right? But this is not a tuple. Not a tuple. It's simply a number within parentheses. But if you say t equals 5, comma, and nothing else, now this is a tuple with only one member. A tuple with one member or one item. So be careful, these two are totally different. So let's say you have a list and you want to convert that list to a tuple. Convert a list to a tuple. Now let's have a list. A equals 10, 20, 30, and 40. And I want to have a tuple. So n equals, so using tuple function, tuple, and then you pass the name of the list. You write the name of the list here. Now you have a tuple called n. So if you print n, the output will be 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, surrounded by parentheses. And one last thing about tuples. Can we work with negative indexes? Yes, you can, no problem. Negative indexes and tuples. So t equals 0, 55, minus 2, 10. Let me write down the indexes, 0, 1, 2, 3, and negative indexes from right to left, minus 1. Now it's ugly. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So I want to access 55. The name of the tuple, square brackets. So what is the index of 55? It is 1. So it returns 55. But let's use the negative index. So t, square brackets, you just write minus 3 and it gives you 55. So no problem. So that was a short lesson about tuples. Now let's finish the lesson here. So next time we will continue with something important called dictionary. They're so important and so useful. So let's finish the lesson here as usual. Take care and bye-bye.